So given how things are currently in the world, I thought I would make this video to share with you how I found a job using LinkedIn DMs. So here's my story. Around a year and a half ago, I decided to leave the world of law. For those of you who know about law, it's extremely hard to find a job outside of law, especially if you've stayed in law for a couple of years. So I thankfully was in a position where I had only spent around a year and 8 months in law, and I wasn't a lawyer, nor had I gone to law school, so I had an advantage there. But it was still extremely hard to find a job outside of law. When I first started to find a job after I quit my job in law, I got rejection after rejection, and I didn't get any interviews at all. 0 interviews. And how I overcame that obstacle was I started reaching out to alumni from my school, and I did this through LinkedIn. Every day I would reach out to around 10 to 20 alumni from my school who worked in tech, which was an industry that I was interested in. Afterwards, I would follow up with them and try to get coffee with them, to try to meet up with them and talk to them about their work experiences. And in retrospect, I think it worked because when it comes to finding a job, there are 2 things that are very important, and that is trust and reputation. Can you make the person who is making the hiring decision trust you? And if so, how? Reputation. If people know you, you will be inherently more trustworthy and as a result, more likely to get hired. And that was what I realized by using LinkedIn DMs, that I could build trust in these coffee chats and maintain a relationship with numerous people who knew hiring managers or were hiring managers themselves, and eventually build a reputation amongst their small circle, and then eventually even get referred to a job. So what ended up happening was I reached out to one NYU alumnus. So I went to NYU, in case you didn't know. What happened was we had several great chats which were memorable to him, and a couple months afterwards, I found a job that he had posted. He was the hiring manager for that job. And because of that DM that I had sent to him 3 months ago, because of those 2-3 coffee chats that I had with him, what happened was I became a more trustworthy and reputable candidate to him because he already knew me and he knew the skills I had to offer. So how does this relate to LinkedIn DMs? Well, right now you can't really go out and meet people for coffee, of course. What you can do is you can schedule virtual conversations with the different people that you might be able to meet through cold outreach on LinkedIn. And I've actually done this with a couple of my friends. I've created spreadsheets for them where I've inputted contacts that they can reach out to, and they've gotten lots of responses. One of my friends who is about to go to law school, he actually got more than 10 responses from corporate lawyers who work in New York corporate law. So far, he's been able to build great connections from those conversations. How do you structure your outreach? Do you just reach out to people and then say, hey, I'd like to chat with you about your career experiences? Well, there are many ways to do this, but I've made it very easy for you. I've actually created a whole template for you that you can simply just copy and paste into the first message that you send to the people you want to reach out to. As long as you change the name and the field that you're interested in, it should work. And it's not important to get the first message right, honestly. It's more important to reach out to as many people as possible and to get as many people to respond to you as possible, and from those people, build a few meaningful relationships that might end up leading to job opportunities. So that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. I hope this helps, and I will see you in the next one.